Well, hello everybody. This is take 2 of this video. Because well, I recorded it and then I put it into the editor. And I was about to start getting it to editing. Press play, standard situation, and sounded a little bit like this. Yeah, it sounded like this, because somebody had their gain all the way up on their quite sensitive mic. So yeah, about 5 minutes into production, me trying to fix it, I decided let's just do a rerun on this whole thing. So here we are. Happy 4th of July, everybody. For those who celebrate, it is 4th of July when I'm recording this. I was July 3rd when I initially recorded this. So this video is about outlining a little project I'm going to be starting, a couple little projects, and they are related to kind of just me trying to set up a portfolio for upcoming work, or trying to get work. I'm trying to break into the comic space or the game space or whatever space I want to get into, but I want to be an artist full-time is like a job. So coming up, I'm going to be making a set of probably 5 or so mini comics. These are going to be like 5-page little short stories, and kind of in the vein of like what Daniel Warren Johnson was doing a while ago, like when he, part of the reason he broke in, I would say, I don't personally know, but anyway, so I've got 2 ideas so far. I want to do a city, modern day style story, fantasy, sci-fi, superhero, and like horror, all with my art spin and storytelling spin on there. And this will give me a chance to show I can storytell with art and also maybe write a little bit. I'll just give you the outline for the first 2 because I don't know what I'm doing for the next 3, and we'll talk about that in a second. So the first story, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be like a kind of a rip, not a rip, inspired by the first episode of Daredevil, specifically like that end scene where he goes and saves those the women at the end. So this guy, no name, gets a tip from a cop, and it'll be set in this kind of like, this city's kind of screwed up, man. Like, they got cops and stuff, but stuff doesn't really change, if that makes sense. So this guy, who I'm debating on making him an ex-cop, which I think would be cool. It doesn't really matter because that's not even going to be in the story, but regardless, it's this tip that there's a trafficking event going on, or not event, but a transaction, and or like they're shipping off product that night at the docks. So this first 2 pages is set during the daytime, and you're gonna see the city and stuff like that, or part of it. Inside of a car, things will be bright, you'll be able to see these characters, and that'll show that I can draw a city during the daytime and these characters during the daytime. And then the last 3 pages cuts to night, and start with these bad guys who are loading these people into shipping containers, and they're shipping them off. They're going somewhere not good. And then there will be a panel that's all black, and then there'll be another panel where you just see some eyes or glint off some glasses, and then you see the glint off of a certain item in his hand. Couple items, 2 hands, akimbo, if you will. Now this guy's not no. I know it's inspired by Daredevil, but this guy's a bit more like Frank Castle. If that makes sense. People are load him up. Another panel. Like, just wiping these guys out, like shredding them down. You know what I'm saying? Like giving them what they deserve. Because like these guys are getting messed up, man. Like, I want to have a panel of, you know, one dude's head is just, then another dude's, and then like, it's all dying. They are dying. Dead. And it's going to be great. And they'll be dead. And these people will be saved. Now, probably need to go a little bit of therapy after that. I'm not gonna lie. And, you know, this guy's probably gonna be like, hey, you guys are free to go. And they're gonna be like, what? You know, they're not gone forever. So that's a bit better. And, yeah. Sorry. A little animated there. That's okay. All right, so that's story 1. And then story 2 is going to be, I have my idea for my medieval fantasy type thing that I would like to do. I'm talking with my hands a lot. I get it. We have this knight. He's a wandering knight, and he's a he gives back to the community. He basically wanders around, and he's gonna have a mule because mules are awesome and they are not represented in anything. It's like a horse and a donkey, but it's not an asshole like a donkey and like stubborn, and it's stronger than a horse most of the time. It's kind of just like mules are cool. I like mules. So Sir Ornstein or whatever. I'm totally ripping a name from Dark Souls. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking of using Ornstein. Sir Ornstein goes from town to town giving back to these people, you know, and it'll be 2 pages. Sir Ornstein is a blah 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 who did blah blah blah, and he is such a cool guy, and people really like when Sir Ornstein comes into town because he's really cool. And he gives children apples or something. I don't know. Not there yet. But we have the outline. Okay? And then the last 3 pages, we'll get to page 3, and it's like, Sir Ornstein is a very cool guy. But Sir Ornstein does not fuck around. Alright? Like, you don't fuck with this guy, all right? And he stumbles upon a group of vagrants or bandits or ne'er-do-wells, you know, bad guys. And they are doing bad things or trying to do bad things or just about to do bad. Doesn't matter. Bad guys. Okay? Sir Ornstein gets off his horse. He's like, you know, he'll only have like 1 or 2 dialogue lines. I think that's how I want to write this character. We're going for a very John Wicky type character. And character design wise, I think I'm gonna shoot for that, yeah, berserkish, you know, between 2 fires, like big knight. I really like corpse knight, so I want to that big fur coat that the corpse knight, probably something like that. Gets off, and he's just like, leave now, or, you know, and, well, these guys, not the geniuses of their community, they try and fuck with Sir Ornstein, you know, like, no, a bomb did not just go off, that was a firework. They try and fuck with Sir Ornstein, and he's like, okay. Or no. It's not gonna come from the hip. We got a big old sword. All right, we're talking like not Dragon Slayer, but like Claymore sized sword. Okay, or like Zweihander, something. Boom, boom, just bisect him in half. Gone. Another guy runs up. Boom, head gone, flying. Super gone. And he's super dead. And that's gonna be super cool. Alright, and then 4 or 5 more guys trying to pull up on him. Sir Ornstein, we're gonna kill you. And he's like, and then one of them, probably the new guy, just got there. He's like, okay, I'm not about this life if you're out here. So I'm just gonna head out. yeah, I'm just gonna head out. And Sir Ornstein's like that one picture where he's like, let me get in a frame for this, where he's like, that's gonna be a fire transition. And Sir Ornstein's like, no. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You had your chance. So now you're gonna right your wrong. You're gonna be my squire. Okay? And that'll be like the end of this little thing. And then Sir Ornstein leans off his sword, backs up, and leaves. I'm pretty excited to get started on this project. This is going to be quite a far out there project, meaning it'll take a little bit. So I'm probably going to do updates on this project as I go along, so you guys will see that. And what I'm asking you, and since it's 4th of July, I'm going to hit, one of those. In the comments, if you could leave a pseudo outline or idea. I already know Purple Drank is going to leave something absolutely heinous. So I'm prepared. If you could leave that in the comments, I would really appreciate that. I'm looking for a superhero idea. Probably going to be doing. I would love to do something kind of Batman-esque, but totally open to doing something completely different than that. But I would love to do something Batman-esque. I would love to do something sci-fi. I don't know if I want to do like super dark or like retro sci-fi or something like. I don't know, leave your ideas. And then something horror. Got a couple ideas for that too, but I want you to leave your ideas down below. Yeah, that's really about it. I'm sorry for my theatrics and my. I'm just excited. Okay? And that's it. I hope you guys are having a wonderful 4th. I hope you guys are having a great holiday. If you are enjoying my content, you want to see this project come to fruition and be in the loop, a sub would be appreciated. I'm not gonna lie. Or a like, or whatever would be very appreciated. So thank you guys for watching. Again, have a great holiday. Stay safe. Please don't blow your hands off. And that's about it. Hope you guys are having a great day wherever and whenever you are. And later.